Kareem Hunt played half the year last year, and hopefully will be a big part of the Browns' offense. Do you think in terms of long-term activity for Kareem Hunt, for the Browns and Kareem Hunt?
Well, as long as he continues to do the right things off the field, then he's got a chance to stay here long term. That's the whole key for him. He has to stay on the straight and narrow, and it's a little extra hard for him here in Cleveland because he has a lot of the influences that have been around for a lot of his life that might not necessarily have been the greatest influences for him. This is where he grew up. This is where some friends and family are, and he has had a lot on his plate. So if he can do all the things that he needs to do, he can kind of write a pretty nice ticket for the next 3 or 4 years.
It's interesting because if you're talking about a player coming back to his hometown, 99% of it you think is, wow, that's good, that's terrific, he's in familiar surroundings. But if those familiar surroundings got him in trouble, that's not a great deal, and I assume it's on the ownership of the front office of the team to make that decision as to whether being at home is good or bad for him.
Well, yeah, he's got to prove that he can handle this. He's got to prove that he can stick with the right people and kind of stay away from the wrong people. And that's just not an easy thing for him to do. I mean, I've talked to him one-on-one about, some of even just his closest family members can present challenges for him. These are, some of them are working their way through issues. And so, he's got, he's had to grow up fast. He's had to grow up very, very fast. And, he's got an opportunity here. He's got an opportunity to be an asset in the community and to change the narrative a little bit, not just for himself, but maybe for his family. And, we'll have to see how it all turns out.
Well, Bleacher Report thinks there is some value to keeping Kareem Hunt. In his 8 games last season, he racked up 179 rushing yards, 285 receiving yards, and 3 touchdowns while splitting time with Nick Chubb. New Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski successfully utilized both Dalvin Cook and Alexander Madison with the Minnesota Twins last season. He'll likely try a similar approach with Chubb and Hunt this year. Hunt excels under Stefanski. If he does, it won't be easy to keep them both because he's virtually a starting kind of talent. However, the Browns would be wise to keep him and his versatility in their offense for the foreseeable future.